Hello everyone, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Paid to Talk and my name is Nisi. Whew, guys, I don't know, I'm a little nervous about today's topic. I guess since I've been talking about taboo topics all week long, I guess I might as well throw this one in. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about women not having kids or women not wanting to have kids. This is such a very taboo topic and I'm a little nervous about talking about it, but I'm gonna do it anyway because maybe there's someone out there that really needs to hear what I have to say, and I'm just gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Like, of course, I'm in my early 30s, and so many times I've heard the question, when are you gonna have kids? Or how many kids do you want? And mind you, I'm not even married, right? And just talking about being single in your 30s and also possibly being child free, because guys, this is really hard for me because I am somewhat of a very private person, and here I am on YouTube just airing out my business, which is kind of hard because when you go on YouTube, you're putting yourself out there and people always have something to say, right? And to be quite honest with you, it's just something that we have to talk about. Like, I grew up in Haitian culture, Christian, and I was always taught that we're supposed to have children. That's what, you're a woman, that's what you're supposed to do. And honestly, I think I remember the last time me saying that I want children, I think I was maybe 15, and I was just like, if I ever have kids, I want to have twins so I can knock both of them out of the way. And from I think maybe 13 or 14, I don't remember, but all through my 20s, never really something that I've ever really, like, I have different goals. I wrote down my goals and my stuff I want to do in my life. I never really factor in children in that. And I'm here to let a woman know, or whoever is watching this right now, it's okay. Like I said, I'm unmarried, so maybe that plays a big factor. Maybe when I get married, things will change. But as of right now, where I am in my early 30s, I am child free and I'm loving it, guys. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna pretend like I hate it. I don't. I really love being child free at the moment. Like I said, I'm undecided. I don't know, but I'm a hard no. But you know, I don't know. I'm a hard no, but sometimes I say undecided. You know, so it sounds better, so it's more, so people can digest that better. But honestly, you just know. There's just something in you that you just know. And I was reading an article where they were talking about why women are not having children nowadays. And guys, it's just not, we're women, yeah, but we're not placed on this earth just to have children, just to reproduce. Some of us don't have the desire. And the funny thing is, a lot of people think if you don't want children, or you're undecided, or you're leaning towards a hard no of not having children or not wanting children, a lot of people seem to think that, you know, you're selfish, who's going to take care of you when you're old. And another thing that really bothers me when people say, like, who's going to take care of you when you're old? First of all, kids were not placed on earth to take care of their parents. Like, as a parent, you should be financially able to prepare for your retirement. Your kids are not your retirement plan. So I'm so sick and tired of hearing people say that. Who's going to take care of you when you're older? And let's be real. There's no guarantee. You might have kids and they decide not to take care of you when you're older. You feel me? So I feel like it's so ignorant when people harass, you know, child-free people or child-free women, and it's really unfair. And I just wanted to come on here and just really, like I said, guys, this video is a little all over the place because I am nervous about the topic, and it's something that I've expressed with my family and friends, but not to the whole world or on YouTube or whatever. And this morning, my mother sent me a video called Prière du Matin, basically prayer of the morning. And the pastor, for the first time in my 30 years of being on earth, for the first time I've ever heard a Haitian pastor talk about this. And he basically, the gist of the video was, he was talking about how we should stop forcing people to have children, because a lot of people that have children, what he said basically is having children is not always the plan of God. So a lot of times I was brought up with the I was brought up with the idea that children are from God. You can't say no, you don't want children. Like, you're dissing God. You're saying, how dare you? You know, I was raised that, you know, having children is God's blessing. We all should have children, and we need to have children. We have to have children. That's how I was raised to believe. And this morning the pastor was talking about it, and he was like, you don't have to have kids. And he said, if you do this, he said, before having kids, you got to think about it. Think about it. Are you willing to provide for that kid financially? Are you willing and capable to provide for that child mentally, emotionally, in every aspect? And the thing about it is, I'm very maternal. I love children. I love kids. They're so cute. I have a lot of friends with kids, and I babysit for them. I have a goddaughter that I love very much. So I do love children, but it's just like, I've never really had the strong, you know, that fever. And like, when I'm around a woman my age or younger, they're like, oh my God, I can't wait to have a kid. Oh my God, I can't wait to have a kid. It's like baby fever. And I really had to ask somebody. I'm like, yo, tell me about baby fever. How do you feel? Baby fever. Do you feel hot? Like, what is it that, because I don't feel anything. I have baby cold, you know? And I just wanted to come on and just let somebody know it's okay. Like, it's okay if you feel like perhaps you're undecided or you don't want to have children. You're not selfish. You're not. I mean, let's be real. I'm a millennial, and I was reading, I've read a lot of different articles, and I was reading an article where the guy was talking about basically millennials are not having children because they can't afford to, because they're busy spending all their money on coffee. I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like, whatever. And another thing that really puts stuff into perspective for me is there's a Facebook page called I Regret Having Children. If you type in Google, I regret having children, it's a Facebook page. And oh my goodness, you would not believe the stuff that I read on there. And it kind of broke my heart. It really broke my heart, because, like, getting a little emotional. I don't hate children. I do believe that every kid should have somewhere to stay. They should have loving parents. They should have a college fund. They should have everything that their heart desires, because they didn't ask to be here. And I was just reading some of these articles, and where the women were saying that they regret having children. There's an article I read where the lady was like, she wished that God would take away her child because her daughter is autistic. And she said, I wish God would just kill my daughter. And that really broke my heart, guys. I just don't believe that kids should suffer. And I feel like when we women, we decide, or we say, you know what, having children is not something for me, I think it should be respected. And a lot of people that have children, they try to throw shade at people with no kids. Oh, you wouldn't understand because you're not a mother. Oh, you can't say this because you don't have kids. Like, just because we don't have kids, life is still hard. We still have to provide for ourselves. We still have to figure things out. We still have depression. We still have moments of doubt. But we're not selfish for not having kids. We're actually smart for saying, this is probably something, this is not for me. And guys, I'm telling you, man, if you check out that page, I Regret Having Children on Facebook, it really it really shifts things into perspective. And you're not obligated to have kids, okay? You're not obligated to. And don't let no one force you. And it's funny, when you say you don't want to have children, right? Everyone's like, oh, you'll change your mind. Oh, you're just saying this because you're single. The minute you get married, you'll change your mind. And whenever you say you don't want to have children, you're questioned, right? You're questioned why, or don't say that. You're selfish. How dare you? But the funny thing is, I notice when someone say they want to have kids, no one ever asks them why. It's like, I don't want kids. Why? I want kids. No one ever asks you, why do you want kids? Why do you want to have kids? Why? And I'm telling you, it's just something you have. Just stay strong. If you're not feeling the urge to have children, don't do it. I would rather regret something that I didn't do than regret something that I did, if you know what I mean. So I would rather live a life of regret, saying I regret not having children. If only I had children, than having kids, bringing them to this world and then regretting it. It's selfish. That is selfish for not having kids when you don't really want them is very selfish. And I'm telling you, I've heard weird things. I've heard people say they want to have children because they want to see how the kid's gonna look. Like, what? Like, you're so vain. You want to have kids just to see how they look? Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy out here. And I just think like it's a movement, and I'm so happy that more people are coming out and being more comfortable about talking about not having children. Like, guys, I've done a lot of research about this. Like, I watched a lot of videos, I've been on Google, but I was just so terrified to talk about it and to come out and share my piece of the pie, or just to tell someone how I feel, just to encourage someone. You don't have to have kids. You're not obligated to have kids. And I read another article where a lady was talking and she said she didn't know she had the option not to have kids because no one ever told her. And she said had she had the option to not have kids, she would have just not had them. But she was brought up in a culture where, you know, having kids is pushed on you. You have to have kids. You have to do this. You have to do that. And I'm here to tell you, no, you don't. No, you don't. You know, you don't have to have kids if you don't want them. And not having kids don't mean you're selfish. And so what if you're selfish? It's your life. It's your body. It's your money. Live your life according to your own standards. And don't be pressured by anyone, because, you know, I've heard the comments, or you're going to regret it, or you're going to be lonely and old. I'm like, maybe not. Like, maybe I'm going to save all my money and get the best HHA or the best CNA I can possibly get. Like, I know we women, we deal with so much crap. And I just want to come on here and just chat. Like, let me know what you guys think. This video is kind of all over the place. I'm so sorry, but it's just, I wanted to share my view on this. You don't have to have kids if you don't want them. And not having kids doesn't mean you're a horrible person. You're actually a smart person, because kids are very expensive. And I'm just thinking about the kind of world we're living in right now. It's just so sad. And just the thought of me having a Black child or a biracial child, and then having to give them the talk about, hey, be careful if you get stopped by the police, just injustice and all that other stuff. It's just that, just mentally, that's just it's a lot. And call me weak or call me selfish, but at least I know my limits. And I know that I can look back and know that I thought about this, I researched about it, and I made the right decision for myself. But anyways, guys, let me know. Maybe I might make a part 2 video to this if it is received well, or whatever. If you guys have any questions, or tell me about it. If you're in your 30s or even your 20s and you're child free, are you loving it? Are you hating it? Or do you have anxiety? Do you have, like, tell me, like, let's talk. I really want to hear other people's opinion on this. Like, are you team child free, or, you know, like, I really want to know what your thoughts are on this topic. That's pretty much it for now. We're already at 13 minutes, so I'm gonna stop it for here, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and let's chat in the comment section. Bye-bye.